Joining me this evening are guests from the BJP and the Congress. We're waiting for our Congress guests to join us, but Shehzad Poonawalla, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, is live with me right now. Shehzad, good evening to you. My first question is, you're saying that the Congress's Black Friday protest was about opposing the Ram Mandir Foundation stone laying anniversary, the second anniversary of it. How are you conflating the two? Because they seem to be protesting inflation, GST, price rise. Why are you saying that this is wearing black to protest the Ram Mandir Foundation stone laying ceremony?
Because you don't have to go very far. If you hear Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary's statement, which you will find on ANI also, he has said that Shri Ram has been weaponized. Follow me, when the Congress spokesperson comes here, if he does arrive, ask him that would they ever say that about any other deity or any other god of any other faith? Would they say, for instance, XYZ God has been weaponized? And this is not new. This is the DNA of the Congress. You remember they said that Ramji doesn't exist on affidavit. You remember Manishankar Iyer once asked, "Kaun se kamre mein paida hue Shri Ram?" You remember they in the Mehengai ki rally in Rajasthan said Hindutva is equal to ISIS and Boko Haram. You remember they went to court and they said, let's stop the Ram Mandir for some time. When the Ram Janmabhoomi, the Bhumi Pujan happened 2 years ago, they tried to can I continue?
Yes,
is there
please.
a problem? Yeah. When the Bhumi Pujan happened, they tried to go to court. One activist who now later joined TMC, Saket Gokhale, was with the Congress then, had tried to stall it. In Maharashtra, they said, why should there be a Bhumi Pujan? And after that, you remember, every 5th August, they have tried to create some kind of protest against that day, on the day which is the most revered day for all faithfuls. So, you know, this is the common thread of the Congress party, that Hinduon ko, Shri Ram ko apmanit karo, do gali, taki mile vote bank ki thali. You know, because we are Ram Bhakts, but you know, in Tushtikaran ki Rajniti, some people are Rom Bhakts.
Okay.
I don't mean any place by Rome.
Okay, let's ask the Congress. Let's ask the Congress that. Ashpreet Khadial of the Congress Party spokesperson is joining us this evening. Good evening, Ashpreet. Would you like to take that question? Were you opposing the foundation stone laying ceremony anniversary of Ram Mandir yesterday?
Not at all. See, number one, it's not really the fault of the BJP that they were confusing it with that, because the BJP does it all the time. For example, the twin condition that the Supreme Court order was passed for, they changed it through a finance bill, then Aadhaar card also. You know, so BJP does it all the time. That's why they are confusing with it. But let me tell the BJP one thing. It's our protest. We are protesting against something. Let us tell what it is about. It is about inflation. It is about unemployment, number one. Because of the BJP's failed economic policies, today the inflation, retail inflation is at top in 12 major countries. In the last 30 years, inflation hasn't been this high. From the last 14 months, the inflation has been in double digits. Essential commodities, you know, have been included in the GST. For example, curd, pulses, honey, you know, hospital beds, they haven't even spared children for that matter. Sharpeners, pencils have also been included in the GST.
Can you ask
and
him
the
what
benefits are not even being passed on to the people of India. We don't understand where this money is going, and why does the BJP have to waive off 60,000 crores of Vijay Mallya? You know, if there's such a dire need for money to accumulate so that you can spend, why are you waiving off so much money of Vijay Mallya, Mehul Choksi?
Okay, let the BJP respond to that. Shehzad, are you running away from these questions? Are you deflecting the issue? These are the questions.
Polemy, I once again request you and your channel to please play the statement of Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. He could have listed all these points after taking it from Harshpreet, and he could have said those points. Why did he say Shri Ram has been weaponized? My first question to the Congress spokesperson is that would they say that ABC's God has been weaponized? Why this leverage only with the Hindu deities and Hindu faith, where they say ki Ram kaun se kamre mein paida hue, Hindutva is like ISIS and Boko Haram. Now, as far as inflation is concerned, Ashpreet, would you be caring to say what was the inflation rate during Manmohan Singh era? It was above 9% average and 10% for 9 months out of 12 months. Secondly, no, 1 second, don't need to shake your head, and let me tell you what was the sugar price. Let me tell you, sugar prices went up 481% during the Congress regime, rice prices went up 150%, wheat prices went up 176%, tur dal, I would like to ask my dear friend from Congress, do you know how much tur dal costs today? It costed 180 rupees in the UP area. and today it is 100 rupees. So you increase tur dal prices to 180 rupees. Then a gas cylinder to the non-subsidized, to the cost to the taxpayer at the time of UPA was 1241. Today it is 1053. It is 2400 rupees in America if you compare the prices. So even lower than America or lower than many other Middle Eastern countries, the gas cylinder, the cost to the taxpayer is there today. And petrol prices, during the UPA regime, the petrol prices increased by over 100%. During the BJP regime, now in the last 8 years, it's increased by 35-36% because there are two black swan events that are taking place in the world. There is COVID also, there is also Ukraine-Russia war, a lot of supply chain constraints are there. Of course, there is a bit of inflation, but that average inflation is still below 6.5-7%. It's not crossed 7.5%. So these are the hard facts. Those who gave inflation of 10%, if they want to protest against Mengai, 1 litre of petrol in Rajasthan costs 108 rupees. The same thing costs 95-96 rupees in Uttar Pradesh. Highest VAT in Rajasthan. Yeah. The highest unemployment is in Rajasthan, 29%. It's been over 20% for 1 year. So please go and protest about Mengai and about price rise like you did already in Parliament in Rajasthan. But please tell me, would you ever say about any other faith that their God has been weaponized?
Okay.